everyone, I'm Halia Israel, and today I will be discussing the effects of modern technology on cultural value. So initially, we must establish a background to this topic's significance. Cultural value may be defined as a language, family, education, community, friendship, and collectivism shared within a group of people. Culture preservation is important because it reflects an individual's ability to synthesize and extract values that are important to them from the multiple subcultures they belong to. Participation in the culture overall allows individuals to gain a greater sense of purpose, identity, and belonging in the world. So what I was specifically aiming to research was, does modern technology distort cultural value in the United States? This research question was derived from the stimulus material source Vanishing Voices because it discusses the diminishing of language over time, a key aspect of cultural value. After analyzing a variety of contrasting viewpoints from the social, psychological, and religious lens, it may be argued that modern technology does tend to distort cultural value in the United States due to a globalized age causing languages to go silent, the replacement of individuals in the workforce, the creation of a barrier between individuals and the outside world, and by causing individuals to neglect where they originate from. From a social lens, the current globalized, connected, and homogenized age is causing languages to go silent as culture gradually diminishes from the world. Russ Reimer, a journalist from National Geographic, presents a popular quote from the nomadic Seri Indians that states, "When the Seris become rich, they will cease to exist," because the tribe tends to regard possessions as a burden to their culture and believes that any sort of pastime besides the traditional passing down of songs, stories, legends, or instructions will contribute to the destruction of their language. The series suggests that having ownership over unnecessary modern technological devices and access to the internet will contribute to the destruction of their culture as new generations begin to forget what has been passed down to them from the elders, the main thing being loss of language. And this is an issue because it creates a massive disruption in the transfer of knowledge between nations on important issues such as food cultivation, irrigation techniques, medical plants, and navigational systems. From the psychological lens, modern technology causes individuals to lose familiarity with where they originate from and sacrifice the experiences and understanding of the real world that is necessary for proper development. Behavioral researcher Marcos Oliveros explains how direct interaction is no longer being seen as the main source of communication between human beings through a research study conducted by the Pew Research Center, where 54% of those surveyed said they text their friends at least once a day, whereas only 33% said they speak face-to-face with their friends on a consistent basis. This is based on the fact that humans tend to revert to technology when feeling lonely or stressed as if it were some kind of drug due to the false perceptions of connectivity over the online world. These high-tech devices are so psychologically powerful that they not only change what individuals do, they alter the human characteristics of people as well. So the counter-argument to this source is seen from a religious lens that argues how modern technology can actually encourage individuals to participate and spread their religion through the internet. Pastor Ed Stetzer explains how modern technology can be a useful tool for the Christian church in achieving the Great Commission by creating a greater sense of community without the demands of proximity, as individuals now have the ability to pray for one another and give thanks to one another through the internet without having to physically attend a place of worship. And my argument against this is that although modern technology may encourage individuals to engage and participate in their religion, there is a great difference between accessing religion online versus physically attending a church, mosque, or temple. One may not be able to receive the same religious feeling from listening to holy ceremony through a computer or smartphone as they would by physically attending one of these places of worship. One may not be able to participate in the same deep theological discussions through the internet, and one may not be able to gain the same sense of belonging with other believers of their religion through the internet because religion was not meant to be practiced in a virtual world when initially established. So although there are many aspects that make up cultural value, I focus my solution on the issue of culture preservation of language preservation because language is such a great part of culture, and also working towards the preservation of language will allow for other aspects of culture such as family and collectivism to naturally grow as well. So having said that, my solution for the disappearance of language would be to compile these languages into written text and documents and dictionaries in order to prevent any extinction in the future, and also to audio record these languages and store them into computers so that they can be easily accessible by future generations, because many of these unique languages do not even have any written text. time and money to transfer any language into a written text. However, although these limitations may exist, as long as more individuals are working towards the documentation of language, the benefits that come with language preservation may still be achieved regardless of time and expense. This movement may create